Alright, this is Matthew with NoobAquatics, and this is just an update on our 75-gallon display aquarium. So we were breeding Acaras in this tank and decided to retire those breeders since they gave us plenty of babies and everything, and decided to go with a much smaller fish. We'll get into what it looks like now here in just a minute, but we're going to take a really quick look at the old Aquascape for the 75. So as you see, I mean, in here we have the plants much more centered. We have a cave on the right side and a lot more floating plants, and this was home to a lot of the Acaras. So our purpose now for this 75-gallon is to breed Apistogrammas, and these Apistogrammas are going to also, once they have babies and we get them to hatch, so after they hatch, we will eventually sell them on our website, eBay, Aquabid, and Get Gills. So once we have some babies that are big enough to sell from the Apistogrammas, that's where you can look for our beautiful fish. Remember, we sell super cheap, mainly because we're in this to make sure everybody else can get in the hobby at a low price. We have shipping set at a certain price, and then we sell the fish super cheap. Not because they're low quality, but because we want everybody as a beginner to be able to start this hobby easier. Take a look at the new setup here. Now keep in mind, we did just plant these plants, so we did change the way they were and everything, so there's going to be less plants, but the idea of, you know, how it's going to look when it fully grows up and the plants look great. Let's take a look at it. Alright, so you'll see here that we got lots of apisto huts. Okay, lots of them. Now let's take a look at those. So this apisto hut right here, this one I bought from Aquarium Co-op for $5. Alright, this one I handmade, this one I handmade, this one I handmade, that one I handmade, and that one I handmade. Now, why is that important? Well, this is one coconut. There's the top back there. So that's one coconut. This one's two, and I got the bottom piece in the 40-gallon over there. Okay. Now this one and this one, that's one coconut. And this is only half a coconut. So why did I do that? Because like I said, when I breed these fish, they're going to lay their eggs in these coconut huts. And when they do, I'm going to take that coconut hut out, put it in the breeding grow out tank, and then replace it with another coconut hut so they're none the wiser. How do I know this works? Because I've actually done it, and I've seen the female will go back in there and guard it like there's still eggs in there. So this right here is $5 on Aquarium Co-op, but just two coconuts right here cost me $5. So then right here, this one coconut right here that I got two huts out of, okay, cost me $2.50. So if you make your own and you have the tools, a saw of some sort and a drill. Now this is just one of those drills that you use to drill holes for your doors. Just find a 1-inch diameter one, and that's all you gotta do, drill right through it. But yeah, so this right here, $5, and I got two for the price of one because I made them myself. But yeah, so in the back here we have some hygro. Now I can't remember the exact breed, but we have some hygro back here, hygrophilia. Java moss growing right here. We have our valsenaria growing over here, or at least we're going to try. We were having trouble with this plant in this tank. It's the only plant that wasn't growing. Alright, so we decided to put it in a new location. It's still green, it's still bright looking, it just had not gotten any taller. It's Italian val. This right here is an Apoptogenton. We got that from PetSmart, and it grew, died, grew, and we're going to try to grow it again. So this right here is Crypt Windy Red. Alright, it's a little wilted because we did have it out of the aquarium and it was tilting towards the light where it was at. Amazon swords, we bought one. This came off as a shoot right here, so we planted that there. Bacopa carolina right here. We have some Rotala Rotala red or Rotala, I'm not really sure what kind, an Acaras, and then wisteria. And then of course we got our floating plants in the ring up here, which is a mixture of 3, duckweed, sylvania, and water lettuce, dwarf water lettuce. And then of course the pothos on top. We didn't change that. But yeah, so that's the new setup here. We have Apistogramma, Macmasteri. This is a super red right here. We have the checker barbs right here. All right, and got more of them. We have the cherry barbs up here. Okay, and females and females. And then we have the pencil fish. So this is the Beckford eye pencil fish, the slightly red version of it, but not solid red. You'll see here's one of my beautiful males. There's another male right there, and then I got one more male, and then the rest are all females. So I got 3 males and 3 females. All right, and then I have the Apistogramma Hongslois in here. So now this Hongsloi right here that's coming up to the camera, he's very curious. And the female, which is harder to find, she's back here, right there. All right, they're actually a mated pair. So I don't have to worry about them breeding with any of the other Macmasteri in here and crossbreeding, because they're a breeded pair. So this is one of my female, or wait, no, that's another male right here. And as you can see, he's showing his dominance. That super red is the king. That one right there, that's the female, the yellow one right there. All right. And as you can see, both females are right there. You got one in the front and then one in the back there hiding in the wisteria. And then of course I have some otos cichlids right here. These are the guys that keep the brown diatoms off my leaves. They do very well. Got assassin snails in here because I do have a Malaysian trumpet snail problem, but again, I don't really care. I mean, they keep the sand sifted, but I got a lot of them in there. I got Nerite snails in here. These are the King Koopa Nerite snails. See one right there on the wood. It's hard to see. And then one right here on the wood. All right. And then I have one giant guy in here. Where's he at? Where's Simon? Simon is my siamese. Where is he? Okay, so yeah, so Simon, so he, like I said, he's my siamese. He's right there. He's cleaning the wisteria, that big old guy right there. He's about as fat as my thumb. We had more the siamese, in here, the Siamese. Okay, so these are the Siamese algae eaters, the true ones, not the false ones. We had 3. 2 died for some reason. We don't know why. We couldn't figure it out. But this guy survived, and he's huge. He eats everything in the tank, and he doesn't ever stop cleaning the plants. We fast our fish at least once a week, sometimes twice a week, just to make sure that fish like this actually remember how to scavenge and look for their food in the aquarium. And then of course I have one other fish in here, and that is the super red pleco that we had more of, but again we had some of those die off. Okay, so as you can see right here, he's hard to see, but oh, he's right there on the side of the rock. Try to get a closer look. But yeah, so there's my super red. He's still a little too young, or she's still too little young to actually know if it's a male or a female. All right. But yeah, so there she is. And that's the final inhabitant of this 75-gallon aquarium. So that's the new update. Oh, and sorry, we have our rescue guppy in here too. Let's find him. So this is our rescue guppy. We felt bad for him. We put him in here. Very beautiful female. Only problem is that it's a deformed guppy. It's like shaped like a V. Has a hard time swimming. Everything in here leaves her alone. She's a friend to everything in the aquarium. But yeah, so that's our rescue guppy. Alright, so that's our aquarium. Or at least the new update. And I'll take another update of it later after everything grows out and we can see how the plants are doing after being transplanted into a new location, refertilized and reorganized. So the main goal here was put the tall stuff in the back, The middle stuff, the mid height stuff in the middle, literally, I'm gonna have eventually put something right there, like maybe a Java fern on a stick or something, and then leave the front completely empty of foreground plants right here. Leave that empty so that we can always see what's going on in the hotels here, the Apisto hotels. Alright, so if you like, let us know. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you think of our new Apisto 75. Alright, so thanks for coming and checking out our update of our 75-gallon aquarium. And like I said, we had a bunch of other fish in here before. We had rainbow fish in here, we had Acaras in here, and then we had several that died off due to a chemical issue where I added some stuff to remove some blackbeard algae, and half the stuff suffocated and died. So you live and learn, right? Feel bad for those fish, but I mean, there really ain't much you can do about it after it's already too late. So we fixed that problem now. We got rid of the blackbeard algae in here many different ways. Hydrogen peroxide, got rid of the one stick that was causing a problem, moved it to another aquarium, and it hasn't grown blackbeard algae since. So something to do with that stick and the way that I keep the levels in here. But yeah, we hope you like it. Thanks for coming to NoobAquatics.